Allah says Wakala, and they said, referring back to the disbelieve in the Muekin. Referring back to them, they said that a Raman has taken a child. These people actually said Raman has taken a child. Raman has offspring. A line I number 89 reprimands them, and says, lad, no doubt most definitely J. You have come with law the no doubt most definitely. How could you do something? How could you say something like? How could you bring something so horrible? Shan something? Shaman. It done something so wildly inappropriate. It does mean something that is inappropriate, and it's so inappropriate that it induces or it demands a response from people. I number 90. A Panala says, you people have done something so horrible, it's causing a riot amongst the creation of Allah. When people say things like Allah has a son, Allah has children, and they make sh of this nature. In this level, the other creation of Allah are appalled. The other creation of Allah are infuriated ibathihu. He says that all of the creation of Allah are fearful of committing shk of awe. All the creation of Allah are appalled and infuriated at the act of shirk. And there's only one creation of Allah that has, whether you call it the audacity or whether you call it the obliviousness, the stupidity to be able to do shit with a lot, and that is the human. That's that same idea that's mentioned in Suru. The human being can be the best of the best, or for the human being, can be the worst of the worst. So Ibn Abba says that the creation of Allah cannot stand the fact that human beings do sh with Allah. And so what does Allah say? That the sky would completely rip apart due to the shit that is being done, and the earth would split open and swallow everybody on it out of fury. And the mountains would come crashing down when something huge falls, and it falls so hard that it not only does it make noise, but it kind of shakes the ground. You know, so imagine like a building being demolished. When a building is demolished, it shakes the ground around it, and when it falls, and you see that dust flying in all directions for miles, and it's just as chaotic scene. The mountains will come crashing down, so the sky is close to just wanting to rip apart, and all types of things come raining down, falling down from the sky upon this human being, then shut out the earth, wants to just split open and start swallowing these people in. The mountains just want to come crashing down and demolish this human being, and everything that this human being lives, with the creation of life so infuriated. How could you do this? The heavens and the earth and the mountains are just so also angry with this human being. You are abusing such an unbelievable trust in a manna from Allah. Such a gift from Allah is being squandered away by this creation of Allah, doesn't even want to provide that ceiling and that protection. The sky is a protective ceiling. The sky says, I don't even want to protect you anymore. The earth has been put to the surface of the human being. Walk around on it, grow stuff on it, build stuff on it, do whatever you want with it. The mountains are there as pegs that the mountains have been put on the earth, so that the earth does not shift around if you want it. So all this creation of a lot that is serving this human being says that we are just disgraced to even be serving this type of a creation of, who would disrespect and disobey Allah to this extent in this. But then finally what do we realize? We see sh going on all around. We see a loving. Disobeyed all around is the sky ripping open. Raining down fire on the people is the earth swallowing the people who are the mountains coming, crashing down onto people. At the end of the day, they are still so obedient to Allah that while they would like to, and they seek permission from Allah, O Allah, let us just tear down on these people. Let us crush these people. A lost Panta says, no, and they obey a lost Pan Allah to the T. And in that in and of itself is another lesson a human being. Look at this creation of look how obedient they learn something. I number 91. Why are the heavens and the earth and the mountains so infuriated? Why is all this creation of a lot so angry with this human being? Because they called for a Raman. Well, then again you have the word a Raman, the attribute of our man Allah being referred to as Raman. And it's being mentioned here again that Allah is a Raman. He's the one that is so abundantly merciful he has showered his mercy upon these people, and look what these people still do. They still actually go and call out to someone else, or something else, and say that is the son of Allah. Those are the daughters of Allah. Those are the associates of Allah. Number 92, and it is completely inappropriate. It is not befitting in any way, shape, or form at all for a Rahman that he would take a child, that not only have these people attributed a child to Allah, but the clarification is being made that this is unwitting, unfitting a lot. Number 93. A Pancha Panchata says, no one exists, not a single thing exists. Not a single person exists in the heavens and the earth, except that he or she will come to Arana, that they will come. You cannot deny the fact that they will come. They will come, and they will have to come. How will they come? Arman Araman. In servitude, in slavery, as slaves, and this is implicating everyone, each and every single person. So those who in this life and in this world realize that they are the slaves of Allah, those people will mean these people will come willingly. They live the life of being a slave of Allah. They'll be pleased to be presented before Allah as slave. But then there were also some people in this bunya, in this world who did not live with this mindset of being a slave of Allah. And guess what? Even these people will on this day have to show up as slaves of Allah. And so we best do it now in this sunnah, because it'll make it a lot easier on that day when it says each and every single person will come as a slave of Allah that day. That's also making a refutation of that same idea of Yahu, saying that Os is the son of Allah. The Christians saying that Asa Masih, May, is the son of Allah. The Morike saying the daughters are the Bana of Allah, saying no, there is no IB law. They're not no to law. Each and every single person will Abdullah Obama, every single person, they will all be about the law. They will all come as slaves of Allah. So now, as Pam Morales says, most definitely, no doubt, he has fully rounded them up. Everybody's been rounded up. Everybody's on the roster. Everybody's been accounted. Nobody's getting away and then eat. And every little thing about them will be counted. So not only have they all been rounded up, but every little thing about them will be counted. And so now this is referring to what they said, what they did, their actions, their deeds, their disbelief, their shit, their good deeds, their prayers. Iman, Ahmad Amma. Whatever it is, good or bad, every little thing that anyone ever did, everything is accounted for. Whoever did a simple thing of good, the smallest amount of good will see it. Whoever did the smallest amount of bad will see. So not only have they been rounded up, have they been put on the roster and fully accounted for it, but everything they did has already been taken completely into account. There's a full detailed record of everything they've done, and I've talked about multiple times about that book of deeds, and that record Los Panatala then says, each and every single one of them will come to him, on the day of judgment, individually, and of course the lost Panoity Allah knows best. May Allah give us all the ability to practice everything we've said and heard.